It's our stories. Welcome to a world where real stories sounds like a movie script.
You won't believe what happened to me. My name's Alex, and I recently went through something that still makes my chest tighten whenever I think about it. It started with what should have been a joyful family occasion, my sister Lily's wedding. You'd think your own brother would be a given on the guest list, right? Well, apparently not. I wasn't invited. Not in a tiny way, not in a we forgot kind of way. I was completely absent from the plans, like I didn't exist. I remember sitting on my bed, phone in hand, staring at the message I had received from Lily. I must have reread it at least 5 times, hoping some hidden meaning would appear. Hey, just wanted to let you know the guest list is finalized, and we had to make some tough cuts. Hope you understand. Love you. Tough cuts? Really? I wasn't a distant cousin or some acquaintance they hadn't spoken to in years. I was her brother, someone who had been there for her through heartbreaks, moving apartments, job struggles, and endless late-night panic calls. And yet, I was being treated like an afterthought. I almost laughed because maybe, just maybe, this was a mistake. I picked up my phone and called Mom immediately. The second it rang, her voice came through, cheerful, annoyingly calm. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? I didn't waste a second on pleasantries. Mom, I just got a message from Lily. She says the guest list is finalized, and I'm not on it. Silence. Just enough silence to let the sting hit deep. Then her sigh, that infuriating sigh she always used when she wanted to make me feel like I was overreacting. Oh, honey, it's just a wedding. Don't make a big deal out of it. My stomach turned into a knot of fire. Mom, are you serious? I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my own sister's wedding? She made that tisk sound, like I was a toddler throwing a tantrum. It's not personal. The guest list had to be kept small. I cut her off sharply. Small, Mom? I just saw her Instagram. She invited 150 people, a nervous laugh. Well, you know, weddings are expensive. Maybe they assumed you wouldn't mind missing this one. Wouldn't mind. I helped her move not once, but twice. I helped pay her rent when she lost her job. I helped her get over breakups that shattered her. And now I wasn't important enough to stand beside her on her wedding day? Stop being dramatic, she said, sighing. It's just one day. You're overreacting. Overreacting. I laughed, but it wasn't funny. That was the moment I felt something inside me break. For years, I had always forgiven and smoothed things over. Always the peacemaker. But this time, no. If I wasn't worth including, then fine. I would remove myself entirely. I hung up without another word. I grabbed my laptop and started booking a vacation. Not some cheap getaway. No, this was going to be a statement. A 5-star resort in the Caribbean, ocean view suite, private beach, spa treatments, everything. I wanted them to see, if they somehow found out, that life could be incredible without me needing their approval. I felt a surge of energy, a mixture of anger and liberation. For the first time, I was putting myself first. The more I thought about the wedding, the more furious I got. Lily had always gotten away with things. Forgetting my birthday, calling only when she needed help. But this was a new level of disregard. I wasn't about to sit at home, feeling sorry for myself, while my family celebrated and ignored me. Within an hour, it was all booked. Flights, accommodations, the works. I even posted a picture mid-flight, legs stretched out in first class, champagne in hand, with the caption, "Guess I got cut from the guest list, but I think I'll survive." Reactions came instantly. Cousins sending laughing emojis. My aunt, the only one in the family who actually made sense, commenting, "Good for you. Should have taken me with you." And then Mom, 3 texts in a row. "Where are you? Are you seriously missing Lily's wedding over this? This is petty." Petty? I wasn't even halfway through my statement. I replied with a photo of the pristine beach, crystal clear ocean, and private balcony. Then I shut my phone off. No guilt, no obligations. For the first time in many years, I was prioritizing myself. And it felt amazing. Stepping out of the airport, the warm Caribbean breeze hit me like a wave of freedom. The smell of salt, tropical flowers, and sun-warmed sand wrapped around me. A sleek black SUV waited, chilled towels and bottled water at the ready. I sank into the leather seat and just laughed. I could almost hear my sister Lily and my mother, probably fussing and making excuses about why I wasn't at the wedding. But here I mattered. For the first time in years, I mattered to no one but myself. The resort was like something out of a dream. Towering palm trees inside the lobby, A huge open-air design letting in the ocean breeze, and staff greeting me with cocktails before I even checked in. My suite? Floor-to-ceiling windows, a private balcony overlooking endless blue waters, a king-sized bed that could swallow me whole. I threw my luggage down, stepped out onto the balcony, and just let it all sink in. Of course, I had to share the moment. I snapped a photo and posted it with a caption. When one door closes, another opens, preferably to a beachside suite with unlimited margaritas. I could already imagine it making its way back home, letting them taste a little of the sting I had felt when they cut me out. The first full day was pure heaven. Room service delivered pancakes so fluffy they felt like clouds, fresh fruit so ripe it practically burst in your mouth, and coffee that ruined every cup I'd ever had before. No obligations, no family drama, no guilt. Just me, the sun, the ocean, and time to enjoy myself completely. By the afternoon, I was lounging on a sunbed by the infinity pool, martini in hand, watching waves crash against the horizon. Occasionally I peeked at my phone, not to check on family, but to watch their reactions online. Cousin Jake. Bro, where are you even? Aunt Lisa. Okay, now you're just showing off. A former college friend. Dude, invite me next time. Then a notification made me smirk. Lily had seen the post. Oh yes, I could picture her, sipping cheap champagne in her bridal suite, scrolling through Instagram while I was living my best life. Karma had an impeccable sense of timing. I leaned back, sipping my drink, letting the satisfaction sink in. Enjoy your special day, sis. Hope it's everything you dreamed of. But the universe wasn't done. As the sun began to set, my phone exploded. Calls, texts, notifications. From Mom, Lily, Jake, even Uncle Rob. Nonstop. Mom, call me. It's an emergency. Emergency? Attending the wedding? I sighed. Jake's next text was a gem. Dude, you won't believe what just happened. I sat up, scrolling through the messages. Karma had struck spectacularly. The groom walked out mid-reception. Chaos erupted. Yelling, crying, furniture thrown. Grandma cried. The bar closed early. Lily's beautiful, carefully orchestrated day had become a total disaster. The same family that had refused to include me now needed me desperately. Suddenly, I was significant again. Lily texted me. Answer your phone, please. I need you. And I typed one line. Sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun. Then I blocked her number. Mom's Jake's blocked. I switched my phone to Do Not Disturb and raised my glass to the heavens. While my family was spiraling, I was in paradise. For once, putting myself first didn't feel selfish. It felt amazing. The following morning, waves crashed outside my balcony. The sun painted the ocean gold. I stretched, yawned, ordered room service again, and peeked at the phone. Big mistake. Messages flooded in. Mom, call me. This is serious. Lily, you are being so selfish. Unknown numbers, probably extended family, pleading me to fix the mess. I rolled my eyes. Then, a message from Melissa, the only cousin with a brain, finally caught my attention. Alex, you need to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You're going to love this, I called. She nearly shouted in excitement. Oh my God, you're finally answering. Okay, are you sitting down? I sipped my drink and settled under my cabana. Yeah, I'm ready, Melissa laughed breathlessly. After the groom left, Lily had a complete meltdown. Yelling, crying, throwing objects. Mom and Aunt Lisa were fighting. Grandma lectured Lily about offending the cosmos by not inviting you. Even the groom's family refused to intervene. It was glorious, I couldn't stop laughing. The same family that excluded me was now blaming me for not being there to prevent the disaster. I leaned back, sipping my cocktail. Karma had arrived, and I was just watching. The next morning, I woke to the sound of waves breaking gently on the shore, sunlight streaming across the balcony and the scent of salt and tropical flowers drifting through the open doors. For the first time in years, there was no weight pressing on my chest. No guilt, no obligations, no family emergencies waiting to be solved. Just me, the ocean, and a whole day that belonged entirely to myself. I stretched, ordered breakfast via room service, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and coffee so rich it almost felt criminal, and for a moment, I almost forgot about the chaos back home. Almost, because curiosity made me glance at my phone. Within seconds, it was a flood. Mom, Lily, unknown numbers, frantic voicemails and texts. Alex, call me. This isn't the time for one of your tantrums. Mom, I can't believe you're doing this. You're so selfish. Lily, we need to fix this family before it's too late. Possibly Aunt Lisa. I groaned, almost marveling at how quickly they went from ignoring me to expecting me to repair everything. I give a message from Melissa, my sensible cousin. Okay, I get that you're ignoring everyone, but read this. Mom is trying to gather the family for a discussion when you return. Just a heads up, I laughed out loud. They assumed I would just return as if nothing had happened, letting their guilt trip me into pretending the wedding disaster never existed. Not happening. I typed back, thanks for the warning, but I won't be there. Melissa, wait, what do you mean? I'm extending my trip. They wanted to cut me out. Fine, I'm cutting myself off entirely. I could picture her reaction. Astonishment mixed with amusement. A few seconds later, her text, iconic. Tell me everything when you get back. Whenever that is, LOL. I grinned, set my phone aside, and with a few clicks, officially extended my vacation another week. No family, no drama, just sun, ocean, and the freedom to do exactly as I pleased. They had never allowed me peace before. Now, there was nothing they could do. Before heading to the beach, I sent one final text. Mom, Lily, oh, so you want me around? Sorry, I'm too busy enjoying my reactions. Have fun cleaning up your own messes. Then, I blocked their numbers for good. The rest of my time was pure bliss. I lounged under secluded cabanas, sipping tropical drinks with little umbrellas, listening to the waves, watching sunsets that painted the sky in impossibly vivid oranges and pinks. 5-star meals at the seaside, steak, seafood, cocktails. Everything tasted sharper, richer, better. Every sip, every bite, every golden hour sunset reminded me that I had chosen myself first. And it felt incredible. Melissa's updates were a constant source of amusement. Lily's meltdown had reached legendary proportions. Yelling, crying, objects flying, Aunt Lisa and Mom in screaming matches, Grandma lecturing Lily about offending the cosmos for not inviting her brother. Even the groom's family refused to intervene. The wedding had imploded spectacularly, and I was on the balcony, cocktail in hand, a witness to their chaos. Karma, unfiltered and beautiful, had arrived. By the last day, I felt lighter than I had in years. No obligations, no tension, no guilt. Just me, the ocean, and total freedom. I posted a final picture online, sun melting into the horizon, turquoise waters, golden sand. Caption, 0 regrets. I didn't check my phone again. I didn't answer a single call. I didn't care. Let them stew in the chaos they had created. For once, I was not a backup plan. I was the main event of my own life. And as I watched that final sunset, I realized this wasn't just a vacation. It was a declaration, a statement that I mattered, that I could choose myself without guilt, that sometimes, the moment I stepped out of the airport, the air hit me like liberation itself. Warm, scented with salt and tropical blooms, it enveloped me as if welcoming me into a different world, one where no one could exclude me, no one could make me feel small. A sleek black SUV awaited, chilled towels and bottled water at the ready, and I sank into the seat with a sense of triumph so pure it nearly made me laugh out loud. For once, I was the priority. The resort looked like a dream conjured from imagination. Towering palm trees inside the lobby, an open-air design that let the ocean breeze flow freely, and staff greeting me with cocktails even before I checked in. My suite? Floor-to-ceiling windows, a private balcony overlooking an endless turquoise expanse, a king-sized bed that invited me to collapse into it entirely. I dropped my luggage, stepped onto the balcony, and just inhaled the perfection. Of course, I shared a picture. I couldn't resist. When one door closes, another opens, preferably to a beachside suite with unlimited margaritas. I knew this post would reach home eventually, and part of me hoped they'd see it. For once, they'd feel a glimpse of the sting I felt when they left me out. The first full day was everything I had imagined. Breakfast arrived via room service, pancakes fluffy as clouds, fruit so ripe it practically melted on the tongue, coffee so rich it made every cup I'd ever drunk before taste like water. No responsibilities, no drama, no guilt. Just me, the sun, the ocean, and endless time. By afternoon, I was lounging at the infinity pool, martini in hand, watching waves roll endlessly, my mind finally free from any sense of obligation. I occasionally glanced at my phone, Not to check in with family, but to see the reactions to my posts. Cousin Jake. Bro, where are you even? Aunt Lisa. Okay, now you're just showing off. An old college friend. Invite me next time, dude. Then came the notification I had been waiting for. Lily had seen my post. I could almost hear her sigh as she scrolled her phone, sitting in her bridal suite, while I was living the life she had once ignored. Karma, perfect and swift, had arrived. I leaned back, savoring my cocktail, thinking, enjoy your day, Lily. I hope it's everything you imagined. But Paradise had one more surprise. As the sun began to set, my phone erupted in frantic notifications. Calls, texts, messages from Mom, Lily, Jake, even Uncle Rob. My curiosity finally won. I scrolled and the chaos revealed itself. Lily's wedding was unraveling spectacularly. The groom walked out mid-reception. Yelling matches broke out among family members, and Grandma cried openly. The bar was closed early. Pandemonium. Suddenly, the same people who excluded me were desperate for my presence. Lily texted, answer your phone, please. I need you. And me? I typed a single line. Sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun. Then I blocked her number. Mom's, Jake's, everyone. I put the phone on Do Not Disturb and lifted my glass to the sky. While the family spiraled, I was in paradise. Finally, putting myself first felt not just right, it felt revolutionary. The following morning, waves crashing outside my balcony, sunlight painting the ocean gold, I stretched and yawned, feeling lighter than I had in years. No guilt, no tension, just the soft murmur of the sea. Breakfast arrived again. Pancakes, fresh fruit, coffee so perfect it could convert atheists. I peeked at my phone out of curiosity and saw more messages. Mom, Lily, unknown numbers, frantic voicemails. One, however, made me smile. Melissa, my only rational cousin, messaged, Alex, you need to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me, you'll love this, I dialed. She practically squealed with excitement on the first ring. Oh my god, you're finally answering. Are you sitting down? I took a sip of my chilled drink and leaned back in my cabana. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Melissa's laughter bubbled through the line. After the groom left, Lily had a total meltdown. I mean, full-blown chaos. Screaming, crying, throwing objects at everyone. Mom and Aunt Lisa argued. Grandma lectured Lily about offending the cosmos by not inviting you, and the groom's family refused to intervene. It was glorious. I laughed so hard I almost spilled my drink. The very family that had barred me from a momentous event now blamed me for the disaster. Karma, sweet and satisfying, was undeniable. I lifted my cocktail again, toasting silently to the universe for teaching them the lesson they had needed. By mid-afternoon, I was lounging under a secluded cabana, watching the waves shimmer and sparkle in the sunlight. Messages still came in from blocked numbers. Ignored, of course. Melissa checked in once more. You're doing the right thing. Enjoy your trip. Don't even think about returning until you're ready. I smiled, raising my glass. Peace. Freedom. Finally. And I knew that even if Lily and the rest of the family never understood, I had discovered something they had tried for years to deny me. My own worth. Outside their whims, outside their plans. The next morning, I woke to the gentle sound of waves lapping against the shore. The sunlight poured in through the balcony doors, bathing the room in golden warmth. For the first time in years, I stretched lazily and realized that there was absolutely no one demanding my attention. No crises to solve, no familial expectations, no guilt weighing down my chest. Just me, the ocean, and a day completely mine. Breakfast arrived via room service again. Golden pancakes stacked high. Fruit so vibrant it looked unreal, and coffee rich and aromatic enough to make my usual morning brew at home taste like dishwater. I lingered over each bite, savoring the calm. Then, feeling mischievous, I snapped a photo of the spread and captioned it, starting my day stress-free. Hope everyone back home is doing okay. By midday, I had found my favorite spot on the resort. A secluded cabana by the beach, shaded just enough to avoid the sun's harshest glare, yet open to the soothing breeze carrying the salt and flower scent of paradise. I had a tropical drink in hand, complete with a little umbrella, and I felt the last remnants of tension from home melt away. Of course, I peeked at my phone, partly curious, partly amused. Melissa's message blinked insistently. Okay, I know you're ignoring everyone, but You have to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You're going to love this." I laughed, already anticipating the chaos she would recount. Melissa had always been the only rational member of our extended family, the one capable of recognizing logic amid emotional storms. I called immediately. Her excitement was palpable. "Oh my God, you're finally answering. Are you sitting down?" I raised my glass, taking in the turquoise waves as I settled into the soft cabana chair. "Yeah, I'm ready for whatever this is." She laughed, almost breathless. "Okay, so after the groom left, Lily completely lost it. I'm talking screaming, crying, throwing stuff at people, total mayhem. Mom and Aunt Lisa started arguing about what could have prevented it, and Grandma, in front of everyone, started lecturing Lily about offending the universe by not inviting you. Literally said that the cosmos itself was punishing her. I nearly choked on my drink, laughing so hard I had to lean back. Karma, sweet and precise, had arrived in full force. The very people who had excluded me were now floundering, desperate for guidance from the one they'd snubbed. And I wasn't there, Melissa continued, her voice bubbling with amusement. Mom even tried calling the groom's family to fix things, but his mother just smiled and said, "This is your problem now." Everyone's running around trying to salvage something, but it's a disaster. And the best part? They're blaming themselves now. "You dodged a bullet, Alex." I leaned back, sipping my cocktail, savoring every golden drop, every breeze that touched my skin. I could feel the thrill of control, not over them, but over myself. For once, I wasn't the one being manipulated by guilt or obligation. I was the architect of my own peace. The afternoon passed in a blur of bliss. I swam in the crystalline waters, lounged in the sun, and indulged in spa treatments that erased all traces of stress from my muscles. Every hour reinforced a simple truth. I didn't need anyone's approval. I didn't need anyone's acknowledgement. And for the first time in years, I felt completely and unapologetically free. By evening, I'd crafted another social media post. This one was even more indulgent. The sun sinking into the ocean, the sky ablaze with oranges and pinks, a glass of wine catching the last rays of daylight. Caption, 0 regrets. Life is too short to be anyone's afterthought. I knew it would reach home eventually. The thought of them seeing my life flourishing while they scrambled to repair a wedding they thought they could exclude me from made the satisfaction pulse through me like electricity. I raised my glass to the horizon, a silent toast to independence, to karma, to the universe rewarding patience and self-respect. Night fell, and I watched the stars reflect in the calm ocean. I had blocked everyone's numbers. My phone sat untouched beside me. No calls, no demands, no manipulations, just peace. I felt lighter than I had in years, unburdened by the invisible chains of familial expectation. That night, in my suite, lying on the king-sized bed, I thought about the family drama I had left behind. I thought about Lily, panicking, realizing she had underestimated the importance of inclusion. I thought about Mom, Aunt Lisa, and even Grandma, scrambling to put pieces together while I sipped cocktails and watched sunsets. And I smiled, truly smiled, because for the first time, I was the protagonist of my own story, not an extra in theirs. The next morning, I woke to the gentle sound of waves lapping against the shore. The sunlight poured in through the balcony doors, bathing the room in golden warmth. For the first time in years, I stretched lazily and realized that there was absolutely no one demanding my attention. No crises to solve, no familial expectations, no guilt weighing down my chest. Just me, the ocean, and a day completely mine. Breakfast arrived via room service again. Golden pancakes stacked high, fruit so vibrant it looked unreal, and coffee rich and aromatic enough to make my usual morning brew at home taste like dishwater. I lingered over each bite, savoring the calm. Then, feeling mischievous, I snapped a photo of the spread and captioned it, "Starting my day stress-free. Hope everyone back home is doing okay." By midday, I had found my favorite spot on the resort. A secluded cabana by the beach, shaded just enough to avoid the sun's harshest glare, yet open to the soothing breeze carrying the salt and flower scent of paradise. I had a tropical drink in hand, complete with a little umbrella, and I felt the last remnants of tension from home melt away. Of course, I peeked at my phone, partly curious, partly amused. Melissa's message blinked insistently. "Okay, I know you're ignoring everyone, but you have to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me, you're going to love this." I laughed, already anticipating the chaos she would recount. Melissa had always been the only rational member of our extended family, the one capable of recognizing logic amid emotional storms. I called immediately. Her excitement was palpable. "Oh my God, you're finally answering. Are you sitting down?" I raised my glass, taking in the turquoise waves as I settled into the soft cabana chair. "Yeah, I'm ready for whatever this is." She laughed, almost breathless. "Okay, so after the groom left, Lily completely lost it. I'm talking screaming, crying, throwing stuff at people, total mayhem. Mom and Aunt Lisa started arguing about what could have prevented it, and Grandma, in front of everyone, started lecturing Lily about offending the universe by not inviting you. Literally said that the cosmos itself was punishing her. I nearly choked on my drink, laughing so hard I had to lean back. Karma, sweet and precise, had arrived in full force. The very people who had excluded me were now floundering, desperate for guidance from the one they'd snubbed. "And I wasn't there," Melissa continued, her voice bubbling with amusement. "Mom even tried calling the groom's family to fix things, but his mother just smiled and said, 'This is your problem now.' Everyone's running around trying to salvage something, but it's a disaster. And the best part? They're blaming themselves now." "You dodged a bullet, Alex." I leaned back, sipping my cocktail, savoring every golden drop, every breeze that touched my skin. I could feel the thrill of control, not over them, but over myself. For once, I wasn't the one being manipulated by guilt or obligation. I was the architect of my own peace. The afternoon passed in a blur of bliss. I swam in the crystalline waters, lounged in the sun, and indulged in spa treatments that erased all traces of stress from my muscles. Every hour reinforced a simple truth. I didn't need anyone's approval. I didn't need anyone's acknowledgement. And for the first time in years, I felt completely and unapologetically free. By evening, I'd crafted another social media post. This one was even more indulgent. The sun sinking into the ocean, the sky ablaze with oranges and pinks, a glass of wine catching the last rays of daylight. Caption, 0 regrets. Life is too short to be anyone's afterthought. I knew it would reach home eventually. The thought of them seeing my life flourishing while they scrambled to repair a wedding they thought they could exclude me from made the satisfaction pulse through me like electricity. I raised my glass to the horizon, a silent toast to independence, to karma, to the universe rewarding patience and self-respect. Night fell, and I watched the stars reflect in the calm ocean. I had blocked everyone's numbers. My phone sat untouched beside me. No calls, no demands, no manipulations, just peace. I felt lighter than I had in years, unburdened by the invisible chains of familial expectation. That night, in my suite, lying on the king-sized bed, I thought about the family drama I had left behind. I thought about Lily, panicking, realizing she had underestimated the importance of inclusion. I thought about Mom, Aunt Lisa, and even Grandma, scrambling to put pieces together while I sipped cocktails and watched sunsets. And I smiled, truly smiled, because for the first time, I was the protagonist of my own story, not an extra in theirs. The next morning, I woke with the sun spilling gold across my balcony, the ocean humming softly in the background. I stretched, feeling lighter than I had in years, as if the weight of resentment, exclusion, and family expectations had been lifted off my shoulders entirely. No guilt, no responsibility, no one expecting me to fix someone else's mistakes. Just me, the waves, the warm breeze, and a day meant entirely for living. I ordered breakfast, pancakes, fresh fruit, and coffee that practically melted on the tongue, and while waiting I looked at my phone. Dozens of notifications from blocked numbers had accumulated, all attempts at guilt, panic, or drama. I ignored them, chuckling at the persistence. Then one message broke through. Melissa, always the voice of reason, with excitement that practically radiated through the screen. "Alex, you really need to see what happened after the wedding. It's epic. Call me." I laughed and dialed. Melissa's voice came almost breathless. "Oh my God, you finally answered. Are you sitting down?" I held up my glass to the horizon. "I'm ready. Hit me with it." The tale she spun was almost surreal. The groom stormed out mid-reception. Lily threw a full-blown tantrum. Family arguments escalated to theatrical proportions. Grandma lectured Lily on cosmic retribution, and even Mom's attempts to resolve things were met with complete resistance. I laughed until my ribs ached. The very people who had deliberately left me out were now frantic, blaming themselves and scrambling for solutions. Karma had arrived in all its glory. By mid-afternoon, I settled under my private cabana, letting the soft hum of paradise seep into my skin. Sunlight filtered through the palms. The gentle waves created a soundtrack of freedom, and I had another cocktail waiting. I felt completely untouchable, completely in control. Not over the chaos at home, but over myself, my peace, and my happiness. Of course, I documented it. Photos of sunsets, tropical drinks, pristine beaches, and my relaxed self with captions like, "Zero regrets. Life is too short to be anyone's afterthought." Every post was a silent message to the family. Your attempts to exclude me only highlighted my value when absent. I was thriving where they had tried to diminish me. Night arrived, stars sparkling across the inky sky, the moon casting a silver sheen on the water. I sat on my balcony with a glass of wine, reflecting. For decades, I had been the family's silent supporter, the fixer, the one who always forgave and accommodated. But now I realized the truth. My own happiness could no longer wait, and the universe, with perfect timing, had rewarded that realization. I thought of Lily, frantic, realizing the consequences of her choices. I thought of Mom, Aunt Lisa, Grandma, and even Uncle Rob, all caught in the fallout of the wedding they believed could happen without me. And I was untouchable, free, joyful, and entirely unapologetic. With the final sip of my wine, I felt the peak of triumph. My vacation was no longer just a getaway. It was a declaration of self-worth. I was no longer an afterthought. I was the protagonist of my own story, and no wedding, no family drama, no guilt could ever change that. I set my phone aside, finally free of all notifications, and let the night, the stars, and the gentle sound of the waves carry me into the peace I had always longed for. I had made a choice for myself, and it had been the best one of my life. Before I completely let go, I wanted to leave something for those watching this story unfold. Have you ever felt overlooked or taken for granted by the people closest to you? How did you respond? Would you have chosen to step away like I did? Or would you have stayed and tried to fix the situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Life is too short to live it as anyone else's backup plan. Thank you for staying with me until the end. How would you have acted in the protagonist's place? Write your thoughts in the comments. More fresh and controversial stories every day on my profile. Like and subscribe to this channel.